Joining me now to give his reaction is Republican Congressman Jeff Crank of Colorado. Good morning to you, sir, as always. In your eyes, was it a home run? Anything you wish you had heard or seen that you didn't last night?
Well, one thing I wish I hadn't seen was the temper tantrum thrown by the Democrats. I mean, I thought that was, frankly, an embarrassment. It brought dishonor onto the House, what Al Green did. I thought it was completely disrespectful. And quite frankly, I mean, we have to have civil debate and discourse in America. There's something I wish I hadn't seen last night. But I thought the president did a really remarkable job, really laying out his vision for America and all the things that he's done in just these few days of being in office, and really letting people know he is fulfilling the mandate that he got on November 5th. And I just thought he did a great job. I remember the days, however, when Democrats actually clapped for Robert F. Kennedy. I remember the days when they clapped when drug dealers were stopped at our border. And I remember the days when they stood up and cheered young boys who survived cancer. I thought it was a disrespectful, dishonorable display last night by many of them.
To be fair, we have seen that kind of behavior from Republicans before on this same evening in this same chamber. But what more, kind of elaborate a bit more on what you made of it, because we also saw people walk out mid-speech. Democrats were holding signs up at a moment when the party so needs to rebrand itself. Elaborate a bit more on what you took away from their behavior last night.
Well, I mean, I think we have seen, disrespectful behavior in the past on the part of some Republicans. Nothing to this level. I thought this was a new level and a new low, and I'm really, frankly, very disappointed in it. But it was all pre-planned. I mean, I think Al Green's stunt was a fundraising stunt that he planned to do so that he could send out online communications this morning and try and rake in the bucks. But look, this is the people's house. We're here to do the people's business. You'll never see me doing that kind of stuff. I'm going to be respectful no matter who, because I represent the people of my district, and I respect the institution of the United States Congress.
I know that's a refreshing promise for a lot of people watching at home right now. Given the divisiveness of the night and portions of the president's address, are there still plans for Republicans to work across the aisle to pass their agenda? Or is it going to be a solo effort from here on out, you think?
Well, judging by the sitting on the hands last night for pretty much everything from the Democrats, it does seem like it's going to be a work for us to accomplish by ourselves. But if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. The American people gave us a mandate to change. And, I was just I was doing a speech afterwards, and there was a Democrat member of Congress behind me, and their staff was telling them, as they were reacting to the media after the speech, their staff was telling them, hey, you heard the president talk about Social Security and how he might cut those things. The president said nothing of the sort. He made it very clear he wasn't going to cut Social Security. He made it clear that there are people taking Social Security who shouldn't be. That's called waste, fraud, and abuse. And if the Democrats can't get on board with that, they're going to be lost in the political wilderness for many decades to come.
Well, it was a remarkable night from start to finish, and a late one, too. So, Congressman Jeff Crank, I thank you for hopping on early with me this morning. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.